What's up, guys? So continuing where we left off, we are now going to be creating the login and sign up pages to create accounts on the site, and also the form to upload the property listings. Awesome. So let's create a new page, and we're going to call this login / sign up. We're going to clone it from the index page. Click on create. And we'll actually shorten this to just say, we'll just call this account. Actually, this page, we just call it account. That's fine. Okay. And we're going to delete the header and replace it with header property. Okay. We'll use this header. Let's go in here. Let's get rid of, we're just going to model this example here. So there's a ton of stuff we don't need in here. Like, we'll leave that text. Let's get rid of this though. So I'm just clicking on it, clicking delete to get rid of this stuff. Don't need it. All right, move this on up. Really, we don't need any of this stuff in here. Let me see. Yeah, we don't need to keep that. We will get rid of this. Actually, we're gonna get rid of the photo too. How sad. Okay. Go up here and we need to add this registration and login form. So to do that, we will take this, whoops, let me grab that text. We'll leave this text alone. Let's copy it and paste. So we have another chunk of text here and increase the size to something like 24. That's pretty good. Make it bold. Actually, let's go let's change the font to Open Sans 600. Yeah, that's good. So nice and thick like that. And let's even increase it a little more. Let's go to like size 28. How's that? Yeah, that's the right size we want. Okay. And it's about right there. That's a good location for it. So about that side, about that far below. And we'll call this registration. Change this so it's centered over to the left like this. Bring this down a little bit. Adjust the height here. Copy this and paste. Move this over. And this will say login. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to double click on the outside area so it says the page name. That's what we want to see. You want to see page title, this information basically. And then, so make sure that pop-up comes up again. Okay, so we're on the page pop-up. So click on this eye icon. Click on add a new custom state. This is a really crucial part of programming in Bubble is understanding custom states. And once you get this down, a ton of different ways to build things are just going to appear to you. And it's going to be really awesome. I won't go into every single detail about a custom state right now because we're just going to apply we're just going to use them in a specific application we need right now. And that is that we want to basically have two different layouts for this page. We want to have a registration layout and we want to have a login layout. So in order to do that, we're going to have a state called login / register. And it's going to be text. And by default, it's going to be login. So basically, what we're going to do is we're going to say, okay, well, when registration is clicked, so text registration, when this button is clicked, and only when, then we want to say accounts, login / register is account, whoops, not account, is register, is not, not register, but is login. There we go. We want to set this element actions, set the state of accounts, login register to register. Okay, similarly, we're going to copy this. So left click, copy this box, paste, and now we're going to say when text login is clicked and account login / register is register, we want to set the state to login. Okay. So that's nice. All right. Okay. Next thing we're going to do here is we're going to add this button, that gray shape. So that's real easy. You guys have seen how we've done that before. So just going to add this on in. Something like right about there. That's probably fine space for it. Let's just decrease the size, increase this size a little bit, make it darker, something like nice dark right there. It's not quite tall enough. There we go. That's good space. Let's just make it a little darker again though. Not dark enough. How about that? Okay, a little less dark. All right, so there, let's see, how are we going to set ours? So we're going to make ours a little bit different than theirs because I really don't want to switch the position of the login and registration buttons. We're just going to say, okay, so we're going to leave this. Here's what we're going to do. So we're going to say when, okay, so when accounts page, when accounts, so we click on registration, go to conditional, when accounts login / register is register, basically this element isn't clickable. Well, we don't really need to say that. We just want to say the font color is this dark color. There's no underline. And that's basically it. So we just want to have that built like that. Okay. And then we want to say when copy condition, when paste condition, when accounts login / register is login. First of all, so it's going to be this light blue color. Font color is going to be this lighter blue, something like that. Like that. That's pretty good. Okay. And another condition. So copy condition, paste. When accounts login / register is login, and this text is hovered, underline it. Okay. And now we're going to do the same thing for this section here. So coupon login and the conditions, define another condition, copy this condition from registration, paste. We want to say when this is login. We want the font color to be this dark color. We want the underline we want there to be no underline. Okay. We'll go back to register, copy this second condition, find another condition, paste. When group login / register is register, then we want the font color to be that same color, which is 2665 AD. Okay. AD. And similarly, one more condition. So copy another condition. Is only we want this to say register, and this text is hovered, underline the text. Now let's test this out really quick. Well, just a minute, hang on. So now we want to select this, select the shape as well. If I can, there we go. Select this, group all these elements into group. Remember, this is also worth mentioning. So you want to press Control to allow you to click on multiple elements at once. I hope that hasn't been confusing for you guys before when we've been doing that. So now we're going to draw this out. I should bring that down a little bit as well. Really, let's bring this up. We don't need such a tall page. Okay, bring this down. Let's bring this out. So it's about... we just want this to be nice and centered again, because remember, we're just making stuff centered on the page. That's pretty good. Fixed width. So group Really, we don't need to name this, but I will do it anyway. Okay. Register login, center horizontally again, fixed width. Awesome. Now let's test this out real quick. So quick preview. What does this look like? It's too tall here. I don't know why it's, let me see. Let me actually move this up a bit like that. Let's just bring that up. Let's see here. There we go, that's better. Another thing, let's bring this to the front. Okay. Yeah, that's good. All right, that's good. Apartment house. Okay, so register, login. Now we just need to build the different functions for register and login. So register just has email, password, confirm password. This little I'm not a robot and I accept the terms and conditions. We'll add those in now. So let's go down to, well, we'll add the registration area first. Okay, so select an input, draw it on the page, click on group these elements into a group. Just click on the element, click on the input, left click group elements into a group. We're gonna call this group register. Registration, register, either way, it's fine. And make this element fixed width. This element's not visible on page load. Conditional when register, whoops. No, when account, so account, that's where we're storing this custom state. So when accounts login/register is register, this element is visible. Okay. And let's move this. I'm just gonna, yeah, everything's fine here. So let me see. Actually, are we gonna get rid of some things here? I am gonna get rid of something in just a sec. So actually, let's send this to the back. So click on this group, send it to the back, and that way we can just select, whoops, do it one more time, send it to the back. So we can select this text that was hanging out underneath, bring it into the area, and really, we didn't need to keep this. I just kept it just in case we'd want to use this similar text, but let's adjust this, slide it to the right, size like 15. Yeah, we'll use that probably in just a minute. Let me see. Yeah, we will use that text. We'll make it even smaller though, size 14. Well, yeah, maybe we'll use it later. We'll leave it down there. Okay. Okay, so input email. And this is going to be content format email. Make this element fixed width. Should not be empty. Whoops, edit, undo what I just did there. Okay, left click copy, left click paste, draw another one down here. So the next input we need is create password. And left click copy, left click paste. We're not going to worry about logging in from a particular social network. We can add that, but that's just for another video. That'll be something that we add to our touch up basically when we want to touch the website up and add more features, really get down to the nitty-gritty details of the website. So, and it just looks amazing. But right now we're building the rough draft. Okay, that's all good. So we are going to get rid of this text. I thought we were going to add an or maybe, but we don't need, whoops, edit, undo what I just did. And let me bring this up a little bit. So just delete that. We don't need that text. We're never going to need it. We're going to go down to this checkbox input and drag this out onto the page. Bring this down a little bit. And we want this checkbox, first checkbox to say, I accept the terms of use and you see, I accept the privacy policy and terms and conditions of this site. There we go. Drag that out like that. Okay. Status is unchecked. This checkbox should be checked. Okay. And another one down a little bit. This next one's going to say, I am not a robot. And then the checkbox should also be checked. How are the space between them? Yeah, that's okay. Let's make a little more space. Okay. Bring it down. And finally, we'll have this register button. So click on button, register. And let's bring it down to right there. Let's change this to the success button, remove the style, get rid of that bold, and just we'll call this create account. And also increase this font to like 15. Let me see theirs. Theirs is much bigger actually. We'll make ours bigger as well. So like font 18. That looks nice. I like that. So there's our create account. So let's test it out real quick. See how does it look. Registration. Yeah, it looks pretty fine so far. Let's also adjust this standard input. Let's change this placeholder to black and increase the font to like 15. Just to match some of the things that they're doing on their page. Similarly, 15, size 15, color black, color black. Just look at their site. Yeah, it's really simple. The registration doesn't need to be complicated. I'm going to bring that up a little bit as well, send that horizontally, so it's nice and tight and tall. Yeah, I like that. It's really basic. So now we just need to build a login, which is going to be quite easy. So we'll go back to the AparmNet, and in here we're going to copy this group register, paste, and we're going to call this group login. Go into the conditional of the group and say this only to change this to login, that text to login. Okay, and next thing we're going to do is let me see if they keep anything in their login. No, they didn't keep anything, so we'll leave ours alone too. So go back. Okay, so we're not going to need this. We're not going to need that checkbox either. We're not going to need the create password. Whoops, actually I'm just going to delete this. There we go. And now let me double click on this. Call this login. Okay, bring this on up. Well, hang on, let me actually make this nice and tall and bring it over really quick. Bring it on up. So let's click on the group register login, hide group register. That way, okay, there we go. It's nice and easy for us to see this. Bring login down a little bit, and we're going to add another chunk of text. See here, we could have kept that other text, but it's all right. We'll just add this really quick. So forgot password as a question mark, and we're going to make this line to the right, size 15, color, and basically like a blue. Make it size 16. How's that? And we'll go, whoops, edit, undo. We're going to go one more size smaller, size 15. And line to the right. Okay, and then conditional when this text is hovered, change the, whoops, no, don't change the alignment. When this text is hovered, underline it. Okay, and then we're going to add some other things there in just a little bit. but that's pretty good. Bring this up a little bit as well. That's pretty, I like that. Well, what's their spacing? Let's check theirs. Yeah, their spacing's pretty tight as well. We'll make ours a little less tight. Well, no, that's fine. Okay, so then there's our login. So now let's test out this page again. What do we have? The login, registration. Okay, that looks good, guys. Awesome. So now we just need to actually go in here and say, let's create this stuff. So let's actually create the login itself. What we can do actually is before we do that, let's go ahead and build the next page that we're going to create. That way, basically this is going to be the profile page of someone who's an advertiser. That way there's just somewhere for us to go after we've logged in. So when we test everything, we can see that we've saved our information. So we're going to add a new page to the site. We're going to call this page, profile, and I'm going to copy it from account. Okay. And it's going to be, yeah, very similar to this, only we're going to make some changes here. So let's add, I really like what they have here, this bar at the top. So we don't need that. Let me see, what does this view profile button look like? That's kind of nice. We'll leave that alone though. Ours is going to be more simple than theirs. And we can definitely update all this later, but we're really going to have a simple layout to start with. So let's bring this down a little bit. We will add, let me see. Let's just add some basic information to start with. So we'll have like this text over in the corner. So there's going to be an profile, photo, email, and password. We'll just say login credentials. Let's make this a little bigger as well. It's like size 15, size 16. Yep. Okay. Let me get rid of this. We just don't need that anymore. Login credentials, copy, paste. This next one's going to be for edit profile. Let's say view profile. Sure. And we'll just put in, let's see, hang on. Let's just add their email in here really quick. We will add other information in just a little bit. For right now, let's just add the user's email. So current users, here we go. We'll just say email. Drag this out and center it horizontally on the page like that. Let's group these two elements into a group. Fixed width, that's good. Group all these elements together and center all the elements horizontally. Whoops, that was vertical. There we go. Fixed width, awesome. So now we have a page where we're going to go to. Let's add a logout button as well on this page. Just click add a button here. Look like that. Change the color to inverse. Call it like that. Okay. Text to logout. So how simple the logout feature is going to build. Start your site workflow. Account. Log the user out. Navigation, go to page, account. Boom, just like that. We have a logout button in there as well. Now let's go back to the account page, and we want to create the login and register functions. Okay, so go in here, and as you can see, you can click on the plus area to open up other elements that aren't immediately visible on the page. We want to open up, go under group register login, group register, click on the button and create account, start set workflow, account, sign the user up, email, inputs. Here's where we want to specify this email, input email, sign up, value, input create password, input confirm password. Those are all good. Okay. Input email signups value, input create passwords value, input confirm passwords value. Send an email to confirm the email. We don't need to do that right now. Okay, that's good. And go to page. Profile. There we go. Do the same thing with login. And we want to just change this to just say password. Input password. Okay, click on login. And then we want to log the user in, input emails value, input passwords value. Stay logged in, remember the email, yes, yes. Go to page. No property, no. Profile. Here we go. Okay, now let's test out what we did. So go back to, click on preview. I'll load up this page real quick. All right, let's click on, let's try Evan, LITTTLE@gmail.com. Password 1234, 1234. Boom, boom. Create an account. And boom, just like that. So see, we successfully created an account. No, I don't see that password. And awesome. Let's log out. Go back to this page. Let's see if we log in. I didn't remember that email and password. The email, you can test the login feature out though now as well. So awesome. We've built the register login page, and we're going to build the profile page in the next video. So awesome. Looking forward to that.